Music is what we have left. Our words have failed us. Our politics have failed us. Our policies have failed us. All of those things have failed us. But music is something that never fails us because all it is vibration. All it is silence and sound negotiated in order to reflect an emotion that you can't reflect any other way.
Joe Farnsworth and I grew up as kids together. We played Little League Baseball, and we were doubles partners on the high school tennis team. And we'd hop on the 5 College bus and head up to the University of Massachusetts and watch Tommy Flanagan and Ella Fitzgerald and Weather Report. And over the years, Joe's asked me about doing a project together. I always wondered, where would Joe and I start? He's such an accomplished artist. One morning, I received a text from Joe, and it said, you know, for 2 guys that grew up in such dysfunctional families, we've done pretty good. And I wanted to reframe that a little bit and say, for 2 guys that grew up in chaotic but loving families, I think we've done pretty well. And so Unquiet was an opportunity to start unpacking our childhoods together and our experiences in close proximity to those who struggle with mental illness, bipolar disorder, and to start talking about that story through art, a story that was hard to articulate in words for a long time, but something that, in my own very close experience, became increasingly important to both Joe and myself. And so we set out to tell this story through a 50-minute orchestral work for strings and jazz quintet. And at the center, it features Joe's fierce, mind-boggling virtuosity.
We're going to get started with the very opening.
I had first heard about Shelby Rassler when she had launched a music video at the beginning of the pandemic that was featured around Burt Bacharach's What the World Needs Now. And within 2 weeks, that video had gone viral, 20 million viewers, and I was among them. And so I wanted to connect with this young musician, composer, arranger, who was also interested in telling really important stories.
I spent a lot of time researching and understanding the experience way before thinking about any of the music at all.
Yeah, I wonder, who is it all? It's the 3.
Once we decided that the piece was going to have some kind of narrative arc and it was going to really tell a story, that's when I could really conceptualize and start to hear the music in my head a little bit more.
Yeah, the only thing, the 8th notes at the end of bar 5, the 8th notes between...
What's unique about Shelby is that she speaks multiple musical languages. She speaks the form and orchestration of Western European classical music, improvisation and spontaneity of jazz, and she understands the power and the pain and the gift of music from the church. And so when we started conceiving of Unquiet and the story we wanted to tell and the musical languages upon which we needed to draw, Shelby became the perfect 3rd collaborator to help us unpack that story.